Hey guys, hi, how you all doing? So in this video I'm going to be telling you a story that happened to me when I was in school. I think I was in my finals then, yeah. So, and I'm sharing this story because of course it will help one or two persons. You might just, when you see something, when you come across something familiar, you can actually know how to just bait out instead of you just wasting your time then. So it happened in my finals. I entered one chance. So let's just get to the story. So what happened was that I went to the bank to withdraw. So after my withdrawal, I boarded a taxi going back to the house, and then there you have it. I entered one chance. So it was in the city of Abeokuta, and the taxi, we have three people at the back. We're supposed to have three people at the back, then one person in front and the driver. So one person happened, I think a passenger happened to be in the front, and then I entered the back. I met a woman there. She was sitting at this side, then I was sitting at the owner's seat. So we drove for about a few minutes. I think about, it wasn't up to 5 minutes. So the driver just stopped and was like, this woman, there is something, like I saw you when you took your bag into the boat, and there's something that I opened the bag and there's something in the bag. And I was like, what's going on? So the woman was like, she was now shaking and was trying to cry. So out of my own benevolence, out of my own sympathy, out of my own good heart, I'm like, madam, why are you crying? You don't have to cry. What's the problem? It was like, yeah, she fled from our boss in Abuja, and then what happened? Yeah, she fled from our boss in Abuja, and then she took, because the boss was very wicked, so everyone, I think the boss maybe died or something, so everyone was carrying their bags and everything, so she just took one of the bags and just ran out of the place. So she just found herself in Abeokuta. She does not even know how, that she was really scared, blah blah blah. So the man was like, I'm like, okay, just calm down and narrate your story. You do not have to be scared. Look at me, I am the smallest person in the car. Then I was the smallest person inside this taxi. So I don't know why I feel I have this kind of confidence. I don't know where this confidence came from. I was like, she should just calm down and try to relax, because she was already crying, and I was pitying her, I had pity on her, so I was trying to pacify her to make her stop crying. I didn't know I was I was digging my own grave, let me just put it that way. So, and then the driver said, like, so the man in the front was like, the driver should calm down. Now, what is the problem? And I said, this woman, that there's something inside the bag, like it should be sincere. There's money inside that bag, and when he tried to open the bag, he felt this kind of seizure, so that he could not open the bag. That there's something inside that bag that he does not understand. That the woman should confess what is going on. So the man just narrated the story that I said before. So, and then she was like, the man was like, okay. The man had said, okay, no wonder that he was trying to open the bag, and he was feeling a kind of electric shock, so he could not open it. So the woman now admitted that, yeah, it's true that the man is one afar or something, I don't know, that he's one kind of, he has this kind of jar, so that people will not be able to steal from him, so he does that to all of his stuff. So the man in front now said, oh, he's a pastor, that he can, whatever thing it is, that he can open it. That he can open it. So he now said, okay, before we open it, that we need to pray, that hope we believe. That do we all believe? The woman said, yeah, she believes. I said, of course, I'm a Christian, I believe. So the man out, we got into the prayer. The man was praying, raising different kind of prayer points and all of that. So he got to a point, the man was like, that this thing that was in the bag, the thing that was causing the seizure or the shock, that it has entered everything relating to money in our hands, that we need to bring out the money, anything relating to money, our ATM, money, anything, our purse, everything. We should bring it down, we should put it on the floor and step on it. Then he raised the prayer points, which we prayed. So after then, he said we need to pass, every one of us needs to pass whatever our ATM and everything to him, the pastor, so that he needs to give the final blessings on it. So we said, okay. So I gave him. So when we continued praying, I gave him my money, my ATM, Yeah. So he continued to pray, and then he said that what's the ATM, what's the pin of this one that he needs the pin for the prayer. I wasn't thinking. I think it was just greed. So I wasn't thinking. I'm like, okay, I gave him the pin, and I was like, okay, he was trying to like cram it. I could see he was trying to cram, but I wasn't thinking. I wasn't looking. I don't know what blinded my eyes. So after then, he prayed and all of that. So that's why we should go to a safe place to park so that we can all take the money and share. In my mind, I was like, when I get back to school like this. I went from school to withdraw. So when I get back to my hostel like this, you are going to know that money has arrived. I'm going to take everybody outside calculating out because it was in dollars. So I was always calculating all of the money. So it now got to a point, so we're now going to one place like that. I know the place, I'm familiar with the route, so when we got there, it was not like, okay, that at this point everyone would have to alight like one by one, then they will turn back to come and pick us because it's part of the ritual that they want to do the prayer and everything. So the woman alighted first, and then there's me. Yeah, then there's me. I alighted after the woman, like a few meters away. So hoping they'll come to get us, they'll go and turn and come to get us. I'm sorry. It's really funny. So I was waiting for like 10 minutes or so, and like the turn is just there. Why are you not turning? I was still waiting, and then this phone I just got, that phone was no. It just dawned on me like, wait, what's going on? Like, are you okay? It wasn't funny. Oh my god, I wailed. I didn't cry. I wailed. I wailed. My new phone, my money was just 4,000 naira, so it wasn't really a big deal to me. My ATM is gone. Of course, it was the phone because I can get another ATM. In fact, I got another ATM that very day because my bank wasn't far from where I was, so I just went to the bank. I was crying. People came, what's going on? And I told the story to them, like, hey, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. So they gave me 1,000 naira to just transport. They didn't even leave transport for me. It was that bad. They didn't leave anything. Like, okay, use this one to do transport and go back to your house. So they did not leave anything for me. They went with everything, my money, everything. So it was all these passers-by now that saw me, so they just gave me money to go to the bank and block my PIN. So I blocked my PIN. I got someone's phone to call my dad, and that something happened. So he sent another money to me. So I did my ATM immediately. I withdrew another money immediately after I was done with my ATM because I think there wasn't crowd then. There was not much crowd. So I got another ATM, but my phone was gone. Oh God, my phone, my precious phone that I got with my money. You know, I went for IT, all my money that I saved, I got the new phone, and then this person, me remembering the story, actually, I'm sending out prayers to the person because I did all the course that I can do, that I know of. So it wasn't. I can't send the course. I can't send course anymore. So I'm sending prayers out there to the person, like, may you repent, may you find Christ in everything that you're doing. You will find Christ. So, well, the morals of the story is that I let greed. It was greed because why do I want to take money that I did not work for? I mean, someone said there's dollars stacked up in the boots, and then I am already calculating in my head like, oh, to get my share of what? Did I work for it? Even if they are giving free money, but then it can't be just, I don't know, but it was just greed. So whatever you're doing out there, please do not be consumed with greed. Greed it can make you do impossible things. Like, you can see people, business partners, greed can make them do things that unimaginable things. So I just implore us to please don't let us be consumed with greed, because it was greed that, you know, consumed me that very moment, that didn't make me think straight. It wasn't the jazz, it was the greed first before the jazz or whatever. So of course I don't hide. I wasn't born again then. I wasn't born again then, because when you know what born again is, I wasn't saved. I wasn't saved then, so it was very possible for any jazz to, but now that I have Christ in me, excuse me, even if you do the jazz, he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. So that's just my story. So before any jazz do you in this scenario, trust me, greed can actually ruin or destroy you first. So please make sure you're not a greedy person. Make sure you don't want to like take up everything in the world because what you didn't even work for. Don't go to any length just because you want to dupe person, you want to, but I don't know, I'm sure that this must have happened to some persons before. So if it has happened to you before, or maybe it's different from this, kindly share in the comments. Drop your comments. I want to see them, I want to read them, so that we can all learn from each other. And funny enough, it happened to my friend. So when I went to her, she just told me that something happened and they collected her phone, but she didn't tell me in details. But it was the same format. So if she had told me about it, maybe my head would have gone there. Like I would have recollect, like, oh, this is looking like what my friend told me. Let me just alight from this vehicle, from this taxi. But she didn't tell me in details because I think there was no time for her to tell me what was going on. So that was how I fell in. So that was how I became a victim. So I'm putting it out there because anyone might fall a victim. So for you to not fall a victim, please and please, I'm begging you, do not be greedy. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you next time with another video. I love you.